Hello, hello, Cosmic Seekers. How are you guys doing? Yeah, we are back with another Tarot Deep Dive. This time we're going to be looking at the Cosmic Collective. Yeah, and there it is. There's the Cosmic Collective. Yeah, I was talking to Papina and I said, hey, I said, what can I do? Get a sip of the iced tea here. I was talking about what can I do differently, and they were like, he's like, hey, read Zodiac. And I said, I don't know. I said, we'll have to see what happens. So I'm going to just sit here and shuffle for a minute and see if any Zodiac pops out. If it doesn't, what I'll do is I'll just start top down and we'll read. I have this. I actually have this set up for the possibility, the preparation. I'll show you. I have that ready to go. This Aries, we have Leo. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go if it happens. But I am ready for Zodiac. What I would do when I was reading, I said this before, I read it live like this. That's why I'm bringing the Cosmic Collective back on a kind of weekly basis. If you haven't noticed, chat's open. I'm not really on chat, not like on the live on the members where you'll catch me on there and I'll be chatting with you guys. I turn it on so I can draw your energy. I'm gonna see what happens. If we get a Queen of Pentacles, I'm going Capricorn, you know. If we get the King of Wands, I'm going Leo. Just gonna go very straight. Queen of Swords, you know who that is. That's Lady Justice. I'm gonna go Libra. Anyway, I'll pull 9 cards, and what I might be doing is just coming back. I might even come back on a Friday night. I might be reading the weekly on the Friday, setting you up for the weekend to the next week, coming back. I might be doing that. I'm not setting myself up. I don't want to give you guys that hope because I am a busy fella, but I might be doing that. Anyway, let me see what you guys think. Nothing's popping here. Why not? I'm not even sure how long it will take me to read a Zodiac, to be honest with you. But I know we have a couple Capricorns. I know we have some Aries on the chat. So let me do this. Let me do you guys a solid. Let me read the Aries. Let me get you guys going here. Let me see how this works. I'll start here. I'll do this. Nothing's popping. At the very least, one of the things I was thinking, and I know you guys will like this, because if you guys are going to be on chat for the Cosmic Collective anyway, I could just say, hey, can you guys timestamp this for me? And then, as we're doing this, people can just hop on and go, hey, awesome. Cosmic came on to the Zodiac. He loves his live chat. He loves his Cosmic Collective. You know what I'm saying? Loving them. And because the energy is so real, then I could just have you timestamp it and they could hop on and go and click and they're right in. How cool would that be? So let me try. I'll start with the Aries and let me see what's coming up with Aries energy. Starting from like literally tonight. Like it would be, I mean, I'm asking, no joke. The minute we disconnect, it's on. All right, so let's see here. So here we go. Someone's in pain, got a lot of pain energy. Got the 4 Swords. 4 Swords energy is that Libra energy, Lady Justice. It's not Libra energy though. It's not like this is for Libra. This is still Aries, a reading. It's that Justice is coming in. Something back in October, back in the fall, something came down, something hurts. A lot of you guys like thinking back, what happened, you know, especially when you're at night. But not in your head, not in your head, not in your head, not in your head. See? Could be moving on. Could be moving on. I love this feeling. This is Empress energy. That's going that way. This honestly, we're in the portal, right? We're in the 4-4 portal. And it matters. It does matter. I don't pay attention to it in the respect where I'll come on here saying it's a portal, but it does matter. This is you're moving on. You're taking this and you're taking it serious. Gray area. Look, you're the one. Do not dismiss yourselves, Aries. Do not dismiss yourselves. You are the one. You're the fire beneath our wings. You know? I would love to say, it's a little early for me to be swearing, but I would like to say something else. Keeping it, getting us off our butts. You know? Say, moving on. I'm telling you. You're the reason we're doing this. We have all the knowledge and information. Make them chase us. Look, we're not looking back. We're going this way. Yeah, let me do. I didn't send that over, but that's okay. That's all good. We're all gonna be good. I'm excited about this. Yeah, like passion. Akashic records. Akashic energy. Let me do this too. Just want to dial this down. I noticed the music was just a little loud for us, but for you, Aries, that's passion. That's fire energy. This is literally the epitome, and you're gonna love this card here. This card comes out so much. I'm a lover. I know what this card is. This is the only card I can tell. I mean, obviously you can tell the black Two of Cups, but this is the only card you can really tell because it's so worn out. It's the Cups, Ace of Cups, coming in. This is not a past person coming forward. I know you want that. I know you want that. I can feel it. I know it. Like, I can feel you want them coming in. They have to chase you, but that's not what we're getting here. You're loving yourself from a higher energy. That's what we want. Look, Three of Cups. That's what we opened with. Akashic energy. Akashic energy. If you're pulling your energy forward, this is you realizing your value. Akashic energy. The moon. You're unlocking some real deep energy. Powerful moon energy. The moon comes in. That's Pisces energy. That's February, March, April. We're starting to get into that. Like we're going through this moment of we just went. What's that? We just went through Pisces season, right? So if we just went through Pisces season, what are we going to be getting into is now Aries season. This is your time. This matters. You don't think you have some boss mode? You can't be bossing up? Go get me that. And I know you don't do that, but that's kind of what you're bringing in. You have, what, 3 more weeks? 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. This is you. You have 3 more weeks of this. It's your birthday month. Get into it. Get into it. You're holding back from something. I love that you have the passion, but you're holding back from something. Whatever that is, why would you hold back? I don't know. But this is Akashic energy. It's almost like you're afraid to know something. The truth could be something else. I'm going to grab the secondary deck over here and just see what we get. Just pull one off the top here. Aries, what are we afraid to know? We're happy. Ultimately, we are happy. We understand what this is, but we've learned something, an amazing life lesson. The moon energy brings us in, like there's a path coming in. We have the path. It's ultimately going into something. We're learning something. 1, 2, 3 people could be interested in you, possibly. 1, 2, 3 here. It does matter. It really does matter. I haven't started even getting into the card yet, really. That's the other thing. I haven't really started looking at, because one of these things is your true nature, that infinite abundance. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're really starting to look into. That's what we're the value here. Because look at this is called your conduit. This is your emotions. That's your chakras, and this is your here and now. But that infinite abundance, that's remembering. That's remembering yourself. That's what opens that universal flow. Because this is your harmony. I was telling Fapina about this last night. Even look. It's Aquarius energy. I love Aquarius energy. I really do. I love Aquarius energy. Like you have like nobody's business. Why? Because I'm an Aquarius. But no, seriously, it's because of this. Because of the sword, you have that information. That's what it's telling us. It's pulling that information. You know. Look, there's 2 things on this person's mind. You know that. So what are you waiting for? Look, Gemini lover's energy. I think it causes you almost like a moment of disbelief or wanting to go back to something. We're not going to do that. That's not what we're doing. We're living authentically now. We're mirroring our own inner alignment. We're not harmonizing to someone in the past. See, look at the aces. 1, 2, 3. All eyes on me. Look at this. It's pulling 2 cards. Look, once you start living 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. That's when what you're doing is you're drawing that energy back and you're drawing it onto yourself. You see, look at the power you bring, the aptitude that somebody being told. Empress energy. Didn't we already I think we opened with Empress energy. So it could even be a masculine who's living in their feminine, which is even amazing. And I'd love to say I live in my feminine once in a while. I really do, and I stand a mere 6'3". I'm a big fella. I really am. I give you a hug. I really, it's cute seeing how I operate with the kids. So they want to give you this card and this card. There's your King of Pentacles. There's your Taurus energy. There's your intuition. Allow them, their strength has to come in. They're the one, but they have to come in. Fool of work, sneakiness, sneaky. Emperor energy to the Empress. 1 more 2. There's that card. Remember how I said you're not in your head, they're in their head. This is the alignment. This means they're lying. That means the angel energy is putting them in their alignment. Let's bridge the gap. Boom. There's the cup. There's the Ace of Cups. Remember the one I was so proud of? I was so happy. They have to give you the cup. There's the outcome. It's you would be willing, but you're pulling your cup back, saying, "You want me? Then come get me. Then come get me. Come get me." I love that. I really do. See, but the more they wait, the more they lose you. It's not you more you wait. My throat just locked up. I'm literally just locked up. You are a catch. This is the epitome of this whole reading. This is 4 corners. You get that only twice over. Once in the World card and once in the Wheel of Fortune. Like, kissing you is a luxury. Being next to you is a luxury. Skin-to-skin contact is a luxury. You know, just smelling your essence is a luxury. So that them losing you or this loss of you could even be a work situation, you know. And I'm not trying to be just treat this as a sexual thing, because losing your intelligence is a luxury. Like that, like they're losing you. Look at all the intelligence here. Let's move on. Yeah, see. Very interesting reading. So what I'm gonna do is just bury these cards. Like bury them deep, way deep. Yeah. So that was for Aries. So like, one of these things I would like to do is to really dig here. So I was kind of messing around, and I just had kind of like an idea. I was talking to Fapina last night, and Fapina's like, "You should really read Zodiac." I think they're being selfish. Let's be honest. But that's one of those things, is they enjoy that, and for them to say that, they really want me, Cosmic, to read for you, is what they're really asking. They would never just say that. So I said, hey, you know what? I got some time tonight. I was going to come on. I wasn't sure what to do. I'll have Beyond the Veil all recorded and ready tomorrow. But I was working on some stuff. And I said, that would be a cool idea. But I said, let me see. Let me just try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't care. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's easy enough to do like this. And switch the logo, switch the icon, and now we're on to Leo. Right? And then I can read Sag and Taurus. And let me just go like this. And then you could read your cross watcher and do whatever. But I can check in chat, see if anyone's in here, see if anyone's screaming at me. Yeah. How you guys doing? Right? So I'll read. Let me just keep going. Let me see how far I get. If you guys can timestamp them, that would be good. Just put it in chat or whatever. Perfect. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes down. I'll change it. I'll change the title just a little bit, all Zodiac or whatever, and I'll just say, hey, I'll put that in there. But let's go for Leo. Let's see what happens in a Leo reading. If I can connect to some Leos, awesome. Because time is irrelevant. You have to understand, time is one of those things that's. We've been talking about this on the live. We put time in there. We put time as like it owns us. Time doesn't own us. Time is fluid. Time is alive. Be authentic with your energy, and it will be authentic back to you. You know, we're living in the gateway. We're living in the moment of reality here. All right. Yeah, see, there's the card. Did you guys see that? And I just hung in my hand for just a half a second. So there's this card here. There's something invisible. I want to say there's almost like lover energy or ex-lover energy coming in here with this Leo energy. King of Wands, strength energy with the Leo. I want to say I was going to switch decks, but this deck is really talking to me. Yeah, see, look, it's trying to drop 3 on you on the emotional perspective here. Here's one. Yeah, here's one. That could actually just be me. That could honestly just be my card. But we'll take it. We'll take it as it sits here, because that could be a star card, Aquarius card. It could be Aquarius energy. It could be the clear, intentional thinker. Honestly, it could be Aquarian energy. It could be January timeline. We could be heading into a January timeline. Just to keep yourself in mind. Or it could be saying, hey, from January there was a problem, or there was something that went to this conscious awareness in timeline. Who knows? We have a lot more to pull. 2 things on your mind, 2 things in the past, 2 people on your mind, 2 people in the past. Look at this. Interesting, isn't it, right? So we're heading into that Leo timeline. We're looking into Leo. What is interesting here is we get the 7 here. 7 telling us that they were talking about July. So this could be a July person, because we have a lot of intelligence playing out here. We have swords, and I love swords to be, especially in the logic position up here in the top here, playing in the top row. Yeah, it's pushing a lot of cards out. We got a couple more. I might pull them anyway, because you definitely know something, Leo. You have a lot of knowledge. It's really hard to kind of get ahead of you. See? It did it again. And I'm not really trying to pull them. Dark Horse Candidate, I think going inside yourself has taught you something, almost kind of like being a recluse. And I don't want to say that lightly, but I'm going to call you a recluse. Some people say lazy. But the reality is, where do you go when you go? When you go to that place? When you're going and you're shaping your own reality? Where are you going when you're taking that time to yourself, right? When you're going to read that book or take time to be you. When you're living authentically. That moment of freedom. That being happy. Living effortlessly. That's you. That Knight of Pentacles, being a hermit, you know? You want to go out? No. I don't want to go out. This is freedom to me. This is freedom. Not being out is freeing. There's one person here. We have two people. This is moving on. It could be breaking up or moving on to a situation that's going to grow. Yeah, look at, there's a new start. Do I talk or do I something tells me there's a brand new start coming in. So this Leo energy could be just a bold strength position. You might be just stepping into something that's brand new. Because each intentional breath that you take affirms your divine right. Saying, hey, I deserve this abundance. I deserve this joy. You want me? Come get me. I'm taking the leap of faith. You're taking the jump into this brand new opportunity. Look, mid-deck pull. It leaves you wanting more. It leaves you desiring more. You and somebody else are out in the cold, and that other person has to come after you. They have to. Five of Pentacles energy is that moment of Taurus energy. It's the Hierophant energy. It's the King of Pentacles energy. It's that moment of saying, hey, I know what I want. I'd rather have one of something than have it's almost like a thin veil. You know what I'm saying? When you have I have 15 vehicles, but none of them run. But I would have one amazing vehicle that's taken care of, and I take care of it every day. Because you're trusting your heart's wisdom. You're trusting that cosmic message that comes through, the intimate message that comes through. You're tuned to your, not only yourself, but the abundance that comes with it. See? But there could be an ending. There could be this. The swords will fall out. But look at what I'm talking about. What will fall out? The swords, the intelligence. Ten of Swords, the only way you can get into this position is through heartbreak or through this moment of moving on. This could be a job. It could be a job. I don't see that yet. I don't see any of that. I see a lot of intentional moments, like saying, I'm doing this. This is for me. This is Leo energy. And it could be July, because we're heading into that. We're only a couple months out. This is a portal. We're peeking into the beyond. We really are. Look at the deck pull. Divine card. Peeking into the beyond. This is stepping outside your comfort zone. Two of Wands. Empress energy. We're getting beyond that. We're taking strength. Usually people go with harmony, but at the heart of this, we really have pain. We're trying to rewrite our life story. Yeah, we have pain. And you saw me shuffle that last reading. You saw me shuffle all of these cards into the multiple decks. Trust it. Trust your energy. Trust your heart's energy. Trust what this is, because the alignment you bring into a reading, the moment you come into this, you can either walk away and say, impossible. Or you could trust the dynamics of whatever this is and allow your soul to live freely for once. And explore this wonderful moment of growth, abundance, balance, and continue to just grow, because it's something amazing. This heart chakra is taking a beating. We all see it. Look at this. It's taken a beating. Really does. It's taken a very, very tough beating. But that's why you have an angel. This is kind of when things get really rough. The daily crying, the being upset. The Leo is like the one who they always expect to be, we can lean on you, we can trust you. But that's tough. That's really tough. Because being a Leo is not always easy, is it? It really isn't. because they I don't know if it's the arrogance that comes along with the association to the Leo, or the outgoingness that they put upon you. But that energy, that sincere energy that you bring upon yourself, the intelligence that's clearly here, or the magnetic energy comes in, it's really hurtful, because this is an ending that's not like any other. It's a breakup. It's an ending that you're not ready for. And I'm actually going to put this deck down and grab this whole deck right here, because I'm going to trust, I'm going to trust this reading and go with whatever brings it out. Let's keep going. See, this is work or school. Capricorn energy. We're going to go with this because this is that growth happens because you want it to happen. You trust that it will happen. Whatever you desire, whatever you demand, whatever your inner beauty asks for, it happens because you want it to happen. It happens because you desire it to happen. That's the difference. That's the major difference. You trust cosmic timing, as it would be. You trust that this manifestation happens perfectly because you want it to happen. You enjoy the joy, the happiness, the magnetic use of your prosperity that just comes along, but you have to let this happen. See, the angel comes in and reminds you. The temperance is patience. And this could be November or December. I call it out 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 months, because most people say, well, give me the lottery ticket for tomorrow then. But you're already in a bad energy. You're already in a negative place, and this could be what it is, and maybe there's other people around you are in a nasty mood. But what if I had to tell you that this situation was past life? That's why the angel's coming in here and telling you, I'm bringing in this, but there's nothing left here. It's just desert. But what if I was to tell you, what if this was like, what if the desert you're standing on was once Atlantis? You know what I'm saying? Or something even more powerful. Or beneath your feet, if you started digging, you would find amazing gifts. Because the wish that you wish for is happening. I want a brand new start. I want this. And sometimes the wish that you wish comes in, but we don't realize that it changes our current world, right? I wish I were a billionaire. I wish I was or you just sit there and start speaking positive affirmations. I am a multimillionaire. But that changes. You can't live in the same neighborhood. You can't live near family, friends, because all of a sudden you're sitting there and people say, well, I would never change. No. When we're talking the kind of like wealth or change that comes along with this affirmation or this, because Leo's come in with this very headstrong energy. It's exuberant. It really is. It's so driven. It's so powerful. It's so self-assured. This energy is changing at an exponential rate. That's Cancer energy, right? That's this Chariot energy. Have you ever seen a chariot in battle? No one wants to be near it. It is like this is king of the hill or queen of the hill. Just so you know, this is an actual fighting going on. This is these people trying to knock this person off of the hill. The angels are just reminding you. Some people try to take you out. They really do. They want you to fail. They absolutely do. This is my Aquarian energy saying, I'm reminding you. They want you to fail. Why? Because when you fail, it's a reminder that you're human, right? It's not the negative part of it. It's the self-assured that you can be human again. Because there's parts of you that are inhuman. That intuition that you come apart with, you represent. And there's the Empress, because that feminine, powerful energy, the Queen of Queens, the part of you that resonates, that Empress energy really resonates with Leo energy. Just so you know, and it's not the people pleaser part of you. It's not that like you can be loyal and friendly. It's the part of you that just understands all these people around you. You can be generous and powerful, or I would say almost like intentional with your money or love. But it's one of two things. See, there's the brand new start. You trigger this at such, and this is because these people are trying to take you out, and you're like, you're just making me stronger. There's the ending. There's the brand new start. And it only makes you stronger when people come after you. Realize when resilience happens and no one, what was the word of the day the other day? I'm trying to think of what it was. It wasn't ownership. Accountability. That's what it was. People don't have accountability like you do. And that's different. That's the difference. Because when things start to get really bad and accountability comes in, the angels come in and remind you, you have resilience, you have accountability, you have the ability to show up. Right? But you have to sometimes shut down to find where you came from. That's different. That's different. It's very different. And people don't like that. Because they want to see you fail completely. That's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen for you. This doesn't happen. Sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry, right? Yeah. All right, guys. How are you? How's everyone doing? Yeah. So, I'm gonna keep going. We'll keep pushing through here and see what pops, because unless somebody or something on the other side here stops, I'm gonna keep going. I get Sagittarius up next, which is my rising sign. I'll be honest. I'm curious. And then we have Taurus after that, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm gonna keep going. If you can timestamp them, let me know. That would be perfect. Other than that, I'm gonna just keep going. You can thank Pepino. I'm just gonna see what I can get out of this. I'm gonna read your signs. I'm gonna read your moon signs, your rising signs. Take a look at your natal chart. Yeah, look, my intuition's going off. Look, it's still a Cosmic Collective. It still counts. You're probably gonna get stuff that resonates with you, because you're gonna say, "Wait a minute, I just looked at my natal chart, and that's my Venus sign." And Cosmic, why are you in my Venus? Get out of my Venus. You kidding me? Hell, stop touching my Venus. All right, Sag, you're up next. And so this is what I did, because I am a nerd. So I can go womp womp. See what is going on? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Tell me it's not cool. Tell me that's not cool. Really? Come on. All right. No, guys, I was just checking something. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, no, you guys, I can see you. I was just talking to somebody. No, if you guys are looking, I'm gonna read Sag next. You can actually see the icon right here. How cool is that? How are you guys doing? But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. We'll see how this goes, how this works. I may switch and do this. This would be in addition to the live. This would be in addition to Beyond the Veil. This would be in addition to Cards and Coffee. How cool would this be? This is kind of what I was envisioning for the Cosmic Collective. That's why you've been seeing me with Cosmic Collective, and you're like, what is this? This is what it was. So for Pina and I have been talking about kind of doing something like this, because I need your energy. So here we go. Sag is up next. But feel free to book a reading if you're looking to. I actually have a couple readings booked, which is cool. I love that. It is fun. It's really fun to get to know you guys on a personal level, like getting to talk to you guys through the personal readings. It's actually cool. All right, let me get going here. Sag is up next. If this resonate with you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the channel. We are creeping on 50,000. You want to know when this thing took off? When it really, because you guys are probably curious. Like, you saw it take off. I know some of you are like, what happened? This thing went crazy. It was January 6th. I had a conversation with you about the pendulum that I wear and my uncle that I had conversations with. It was like that night, and I had talked to you guys about how I kind of was like spiritual. I was a spiritual medium first. It was that night. And I basically opened up to you guys about my spiritual mediumship. And it was that night that things went crazy. That I wouldn't call it crazy. It was good. Went really well. And I talked about how I had real one heart-to-hearts after he passed away. And I really understood the universe is way more than just you or me physically. It's beyond this place. Like, when we pass away, we're good. We're all good. What you're into, what this is, what the feelings you get from this, those, when you resonate, it's something, it's your soul. It's your light body. Let me keep going. I'll talk to you guys in just a second. It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. All right, guys. But anyway, I will definitely be back. I'll be back on Sunday morning for Cards and Coffee. But I'll keep going. We already read Aries. We read Leo. If you catch it back or you guys come back, do me a favor. Can you just put the timestamp on there? It'll be super helpful to me. We're just trying this out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make it through all the zodiac tonight. That's my goal. And yeah, I might take a break in a little bit here just to get some iced tea, and then we'll keep going. All right, Sag is up next here. Let's see what we get out of Sag. I'm curious because I have this as my rising sign, so I might be telling you guys a little something I shouldn't tell you. So ideally, we're looking for the Knight of Wands. We're looking for the 8, the 9, the 10 of Wands. Temperance always is a good card. So I'll typically pull the mid-deck. Whoa. I mean, that's kind of an easy way to open that up. There's a Temperance card right there. The Empress. Look at the Empress just showing up. Hey, hi, how are you? I was in my head asking, should I be switching tarot decks? And there was the answer. There was the answer. All right, Sag, here we go. There is our answer too, right? So we got the angel just traveling the deck. So he wants to give me 2 cards. We're out in the cold. A couple people out in the cold. I think that's why I'm being drawn to do these zodiac readings, right? I think people are out in the cold right now, especially with everything. I think finance is a big issue. Don't sweat the finances. If you can, invest. Like, really invest. This is one of those things where we're going to basically, it's going to pay off. You'll look back at the market later on and go, wow, those stocks were cheap. This is when those things were cheap. Nvidia went down to $97. What? Like, really? It's a discount. Those of you guys who are go in stores and go, where's the clearance rack again? There it is. Hey, look at Nvidia. What else you got here? See? Brand new start. This could change your lives, really. If you have the money to do it, do it. No financial advice, obviously, but Sag energy. This is my Sag energy. This is your Sag energy. That's what we're looking for. We're heading into the 6 of Wands. This is the hang your hat on it kind of thing. This is really take the moment to realize what you have here. This is life lesson. This is Taurus energy. This is that Hierophant energy, King of Pentacles energy in the making. That's what the here and now is. Out in the cold logically, but you're really not. You're really not. You can buy down your position, you know, if you're out of position. That's what Sag energy is telling us. But we're getting into this brand new start. Looking back, this is something bigger, way bigger. This is angel touched brand new start, something bigger. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles, mid-deck pull. That's Queen of Pentacles giving us the Capricorn. This is November, December energy. Something probably happened maybe in December, November, December. This is, I think they kind of rug pulled us. The entire financial system rug pulled us. It was up, then it just dropped. It did. It really did. I saw it. So these 2 cards travel together. Just so you know, that it was an intentional system pull. But there's a lot of blue area here. We have to understand. There's a Temperance card. Patience. Upside down. Emotions. Let your emotions not worry about it. Unless you need it, don't worry about it. This is the world upside down. This is how it's designed to go. That's the only thing I can tell you. Let yourself be vulnerable. Let yourself be vulnerable. Make yourself happy. Focus on the things that make you happy. That's all I can tell you right now, Sag. Things allow yourself to... I was talking about this. Easiest thing I can tell you is the world's upside down, and it's going to get better. It's going to definitely get better. There's no doubt in my mind it's going to get better. Use your intuition on this, and especially when these cards are facing in the same direction, not only is it going to get better, it's going to get better on your behalf. This is Angel Touch, brand new start. You just have to understand we're looking back instead of looking forward. And why are we not looking forward? Because we can't go back. And I think that's the problem. And there's that Empress card. We saw fall and jump ahead of this. So maybe your intuition's popping because the angels are in your midst. You have angels actually protecting your emotions because whatever went down could involve love or falling in love with this brand new start. Whatever this is, could be financial. It could be involving a start with somebody or something. And look at these angels just flying around like they own this entire reading. What is this? I mean, I personally enjoy it as a Sag. I love it. I certainly do love it, especially because Temperance represents that Sag energy on in a like when as like you would say, you know, Leo has strength. You know what I'm saying? Or Gemini has the Lovers card. The Sagittarius, they get the angels, they get the Temperance energy. It's the strength. You know when you need an extra hand to lift the car off you, what shows up? An angel, like that kind of help, right? Lovers, another angel, angel. So whatever's coming down, understand that the angels are like, this is not happening to you, it's happening with other people. But the sun's coming out. Oh wow, duality. This is like, think of a slingshot getting pulled back, and you're probably feeling stretched. You're probably feeling almost overwhelmed by this pull. This is actually coming back. It is going to actually get pulled back, but don't worry about it, because even though things feel like it's getting pulled out of proportion, when it comes back into proportion, my number one draft pick, look at this. It's looking for new opportunities, new chances, but what it's really doing is it's bringing you to position of Empress, Emperorhood. This is the bold, creative person. The what is the saying? How do they say it? Only the bold are rewarded, or something to that effect. I can't remember how it goes. It's something to that effect where it's only the bold get the rewards or something. But what it really comes down to is the true wealth is emotional freedom. Like, you're understanding that you're getting the abundance through this, right? And only the bold get that reward because you're going into something, because you're surrendering the control. You're allowing the abundance to come to you. Sag, you're realizing that your happiness is immediate and it's not conditional. You're understanding you can follow this happiness throughout through the brand new start. A lot of these zodiac readings are allowing this brand new start to come in because the Fool card is just riding around here. And you'll notice I'm not pulling other cards. It's not like I'm pulling every card here. I'm not pulling the Ten of Pentacles for people, but people are manifesting. You guys are falling into this passionate brand new start, new energy. Let's pull this off and see here. Yeah, look at this. This is this. I love when it does that. It does this. It's basically you're holding back. Slingshot energy. When this comes in, it's you holding back. Understand, you hold back. And most people say, oh, no, that's not me. But you understand prosperity? It's mirroring your energetic intent. It's aligning your actions with your highest truth. You're saying, I don't think I deserve this, or I don't want this. It's coming in, Sag, because maybe you don't have it yet. Maybe this is a curiosity, even a joyful curiosity. But life is responding abundantly in the most beautiful fashion, because you can actually see the angels are here, and they're here in a lot of different ways. But when it comes in, this brand new start is aligning, and I'm trying to show you, if the card will move, I'm trying to show you, like, see how there's a holdback, there's a tree of life. This brand new start is aligning with the Fool card. It's Akashic energy. It's very, very good for you. But you just have to go with the flow. And that's what you do. And do very well. Because what does the Sag energy do? It rides really well with that Temperance, patience energy. It's just as much as the Leo card says, give me strength. And that's what we love. That's what I love to see here. as you'll see coming up next, what we'll do is I'll pull for the Taurus energy, and you'll see that's all about life lessons. And you'll notice that whenever I pull for Taurus energy, I talk about life lessons, I talk about the Hierophant card, and I talk about how they always interact with one another. They very, very, it's almost like whenever you meet a Taurus, it feels like you're in some kind of life lesson with them. Or it feels like you're going through a life lesson. And I personally don't interact with a lot of Taurus, which is very intriguing. I don't have a lot of friends who are Taurus. And I found that out more so as I got into tarot or into doing readings with people. But what I did is I started to look at it in a way that was truth-based. You know, I said, let me just be honest and see who I could find who would be into reading tarot with me. And I would say, okay, I have a couple friends who are Scorpio, Papina's Pisces, and I had friends that were mostly water sign, a lot of air sign, couple, and then a couple earth sign, but the fire sign I got along with, or I found them to be very fascinating, but easily could trigger, right? Or I found them to be, yeah, there it is. See, there's your Aries right there. And I was always attracted to the Aries because the Aries were something I, as an Aquarius rising and a Libra moon, would be like, whoa, because I could definitely, here it is again, see? I could find that to be fascinating to me. Because they had that, like, fiery energy. And whatever I seemingly brought to the table with my Aquarius Libra energy as an air sign, I could fire them up. In a good way or a bad way. But it was something that I noticed is true. People either loved me or hated me. That was the thing. So. All right. All right, let's get reading here for Taurus. Let's see how we can pull out the fantabulous Taurus energy. Let's do this, and then go. There we go. See how this works? Isn't this interesting? Yeah. What are the rules today? Look at Tiger Butterfly. You know the rules. Tiger, you know the rules. No hitting below the belt. No eyes. No hugging. No against the ropes. No compliments. Capricorn. Oh, it's Capricorn. We're going to skip Capricorn for this whole thing. It's Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces. That's how it goes. You have to go in order. You have to go in the order. Taurus, then Virgo, and Cap. I'll take a break after Capricorn, actually. Take a quick, like 5 to 10 minute break. I have not done Capricorn yet. Imagine I skipped Capricorn. I'll take a break after Capricorn. What I'm going to do is this is Taurus, then I'll read Virgo, and then Capricorn. Yeah. How mad would you guys be if I skipped Capricorn? Are we really pissed? So how long is it taking me per sign? You guys know? Like, what's the average? So could I do this in like 2 hours? Like if I came on a Friday night, could I read your signs? and then your cross-watching signs and all that. That's what I'm hoping for. So is the audio too loud? I turned the music down a little bit tonight. I was talking to Fabina last night. We hung out and chatted. And I thought the music was a little loud. So I think Cindy was kind of hinting at the music being a little bit too much. Because I actually fixed the audio. Like I dialed it in. If you haven't noticed, my voice sounds a little bit more crisp and stuff. But let me know if the music seems like it shouldn't be the same. It should almost be like just behind everything. So if I need to just dial the music back a little bit more, let me know. All right. Let's see, Taurus. Actually, I get a shuffle here. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, guys. This is something I learned as I'm reading. A lot of the tarot readers know this too. A lot of the online tarot readers will tell you, if they don't indirectly, watch when they read. You'll have cross-watching happen immediately on the readings, because it's impossible to have just a Leo reading or have just an Aries reading, right? And watch when I get to Capricorn, you'll see, like, as you start to get in there, you'll see like the cardinal signs have to work with mutable and fixed signs. It has to happen. You cannot operate in just all. You cannot have Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. You cannot have just cardinal energy, right? So there's cross-watching that will immediately happen. So that's one of the really interesting things. See, here's Capricorn right here. Interesting, right? So here's some Capricorn energy. But this is Taurus. No, this is reading. I'm going to read. This is Taurus. This is devil in the details. It's Capricorn in the emotions for a Taurus. Third person, third party, possibly. Interesting. This is a completion. That's what this is. It's a life lesson. From another perspective. Wow. They're almost like looking at, see, they're understanding what happened or what went down or why. They're reviewing a life path. They understand, as much as you might not look at it, that they review things. They don't just go, And whatever this is the devil in the details. This Capricorn energy, I think December, January, something went down. And they're reviewing that timeline. The angels made them. The angels made them look at it and say, are you sure? Look at what you have and look at what you had. See, out in the cold. Their heart was out in the cold. Your heart was out in the cold. Brand new start again. You guys see that? Isn't that cool? They're facing this, and this is how we get into this brand new timeline, and that's what this Taurus energy is. That's the three people. Tower moment. Exactly. Yeah, wouldn't that be a tower moment? I think they went through a tower moment, or they're going through a tower moment, or someone went through a tower moment. It's Akashic energy. We're forced to go through these tower moments, almost like to teach us to learn to deal with these crises. Tower energy is never a good thing. Let's be honest with each other. It's not going to make you feel great. Like when I get like a bill from the IRS last year, I'm like, what is this? Like, yeah, it's for taxes. Like, you know. And that was one of those things, like, tower moment. And it was like, oh. And so it's understanding that getting a bill from the IRS is like, oh, well, when you cash out certain stocks or you do certain things, it's like, it's a good, bad problem, but it's also one of those things you have to learn to, like, okay, how do you go about not getting bills like this anymore, right? the Six of Wands is giving us this sense of Leo energy, strength energy, right? Beginning of August. This Taurus's life lesson, it's very scattered. The energy's all over, because once you start to unpack whatever this is with this life lesson, this Taurus, this person, they're really, there's a whole lot here. Like they come in and bring a whole wide array of information. That's what I get. Like, this is like, could be married. This is out in the cold. These two, this is the same location. Like, that's the church. That's the outside. That's the inside. That's a brand new start. Basically, I don't want to deal with this like over and over and over again. I'm walking away. Brand new start. That's completion. Learning to not go through the cycle again is a completion. That's really smart. That's the whole point of it. Because this becomes a conduit. This normally is the conduit, but logically you're saying, I don't like how this is. I'm going to use my intuition from a perspective. I don't like this. Strength, I can't go that way. Harmony is telling me I'm way more valuable than the situation. Look at manifesting a brand, like Taurus have this ability to manifest a brand new direction. That's interesting. I don't know if it's age of soul or age of direction, but they have this built-in. You can actually see they have the ram's horns. They have the built-in energy. So typically, this Aries energy, they're thinking of an Aries, or they have Aries like energy in their chart that comes along with this Taurus. So this is a life lesson. So there's definitely somebody that's on their mind, brand new start person. I don't know if this is someone they're thinking about. There's two people that they're thinking about. But there's somebody these guys travel like Batman and Robin, but they're out of sync right now. I don't know why or what this is, but someone's hurt. Tower moment in effect here with this situation. They're not in alignment, and there's a manifestation going down here with somebody, a message being sent or seen or received. That's what it is. We have star energy, Akashic energy, being tapped, touched, or being drawn from. We have this major shift with this person. I think I'm going to have to tell you that this Taurus is not enjoying this ride. Look, did you guys see that the two of cups just popping out? You guys see that thing riding out? That's interesting. Whoa. Wow, that thing wanted to just come out. This is not an ending, but yet a rebirth. That's my 5th death night. My heart is actually hurting. My heart is actually hurting right now. That's very intriguing. There's the choice of choices, and then there's others. That is really tough. This is going to be an intriguing card right here, just for for you, Taurus, because see? Wow. Just to reiterate, so you guys know, look, that card's already here. That this was going a different direction, then all of a sudden it went south. Things changed. I don't know why or what, but you can actually see there's a lot of play here. Like, see? I was asking you to see what this is. It's almost like a message changes everything. But that message has to be sent or received really soon. There's the Empress situation. Look, we're hitting. There's not a whole lot of room to play here. I don't know why or what's going down here, Taurus, but the life lesson is really short-lived. Like, someone has to send something or get into some really powerful information. It's like the two people are shackled, but there's a third person in here, and it could be devil energy. But the Tower moment is absolutely being lived, and someone's going through it right now. I don't think it's financial. I think it's something bigger. It's spiritual. They're coming out of this. They're almost coming out of it spiritually. Let me split the deck over, because I'm almost... Okay, maybe not. It's a school or work situation. That's what I'm getting. No, I'm not going to play this all day. The friendship, they were very lucky to have it. That's what I'm getting. But I'm ending this. I'm not gonna stay on this. Like, they want me to keep going, but I can't. Yeah, this is a past life situation. There's someone not talking. It's almost like a lover situation that should have played out and it didn't. But it's very little room to navigate. I feel like it's a tall ship, like the big tall ships, the galleons, in the old days when they had those big tall sail ships, and they're trying to move it in shallow waters, and they can't. There's nowhere to navigate until they become deeper, until the situation becomes more manageable. Almost like there's more to talk about, more to do, more to understand, more to talk. There has to be more between the parties involved. That's what I get. Yeah, see? It's like this. There's no depth here. There's nothing unseen. It's just there's no one doing anything. Yeah. There's no playfulness, I guess is a better word. Very intriguing. It's a lot of energy there. What is going on with you, Taurus? I really that's an intriguing reading. It's probably because I don't get much for Taurus, but it's not a bad thing. It's just that the Taurus, I think they're a different kind of energy. I'll be quite honest with you. Like the Virgo, the Hermit energy, you guys will hear me bring them up. Not like I don't read for the Taurus or the Hierophant or the King of Pentacles or the Knight. You know, like I don't get into that energy. But if you watch it, the Virgo will come up. The Virgo will come up. You'll see it. You'll see the Virgo will show. It'd be 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. But we haven't pulled 10 of Pentacles yet for any of these readings. I read Aries, Leo, Sag. Just read the Taurus. But let's see if we get 10 of Pentacles. Let's see if we get 9 of Pentacles. I don't think we even pulled 9 of Pentacles yet. We might have pulled... Oh, we pulled 8 of Pentacles because that's the work or school card. We actually pulled that, I think, just for Taurus. But the Hermit card is the one holding the lantern, right? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, Dark Horse Candidate, that card. So let's see. I'm going to pull here. I'm going to pull mid-deck just to kind of keep this light. And I might actually pull from over here in a second too. But let's see. This is Virgo. Okay, maybe not. Virgo. Interesting. I'm actually going to put these back for a second. I want to see what comes out of this. I'm going to actually put these differently. And then after this, we're going to read for Capricorn. Then I'll take a break. Then I'll come back. I'll read Gemini, a Libra, the most powerful of all, the Aquarius. And then Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, let's get going here. Come on, Virgo, where are you at? We're looking for the Knight of Pentacles, ideally, or the Hermit. It's the best card for that. But Queen of Pentacles, again. Let's see here. It's devil in the details. I think it's going to be one of them readings where it's the cards themselves that do the talking, explaining what's going down with the situation. Yeah, it's clear intentions. We're going to look inside the reading itself. It could be January, February, something happened. It could be that. Could be like there could be a couple pointers here, but there could be happiness here. Angels playing their part, playing. Hey, the angels could be controlling the situation. And I can tell you, Virgo will not like that. Yeah, see, they could be playing their part here. That's the unseen, the moon energy. That's the Pisces part, the Knight of Cups card. That's what we're getting. It could be Cancer energy too. We could be getting that, like, it's slow to move now, but pretty soon, before June comes, we're in full motion. See, this is that like Lover's energy. You're in your head, but we have no lantern, right? The darkness without the lantern. So we're probably trying to navigate the situation. A lot of swords here, but we're not understanding what's going down, especially Virgo, because Virgos love to know. Virgos have to know, I'd say. I've never seen a Virgo not want to know, because this is a boundary situation, and this is trying to maintain those boundaries, or keeping persistent to maintain those boundaries. One more sword, we're at 10. So trying to maintain those boundaries might be part of the situation, because that could be what's going down here with this long term. Yeah, look at King of Cups coming in now. Wow. It could be two masculines at opposition, right? We have one supportive, and one, like I said, is like strategic. It could be you, could be them, but we have 3 parties playing a big role here. 4 parties. Wow. Queen of Wands making the show. So Queen of Wands coming in here with this, I don't want to give them a big shout out, but they're feisty, because that's the outcome. Look at, we have past life, we have this stability, we have the intention of this really intuitive player, happiness, growth mindset. We also have this passion here, and I love the Queen of Wands, because they really, for my readings especially, they come in with this wild card energy, as I would call it, the deep wild card energy. And one of the things I do is I appreciate that, because what we have here is wealth. Not only wealth in money, but wealth in passion, wealth in life, wealth in life's pursuits, really. we have a small hiccup, yes. It could be this abundance. I don't know if it's regret, but there might be a lack in strength. But there's the Hierophant. There's that Taurus energy we were talking about earlier. But whatever this is for the Virgo, they might kind of not make a big deal about how they operate. But they have really a small circle that that supports them. There's Gemini lover energy. But you can see they keep their family or friends tight, but they're always overthinking. Waking up at night, always thinking about other things, but then they have a really nice band of friends, and they have life lessons always on their mind. But look at their, let's call it their foundation, right? It's sometimes they overthink, and that could be what it is, and they're not grateful about how they have this. And it's not out of choice, it's more out of like overthinking, because they can't get out of their heads. And how do you celebrate this? How do you celebrate the cosmic support of all these friends and allies? Because these miracles are really there because these people come in, because they care about how amazing you really are. Right? You're a magnet. You're a soul magnet. You have to trust this intuitive guidance, but sometimes you can't because this comes in with this worry or care. Yeah. And I don't know if this is because of what you're thinking or how this breaks down, but there's people in your life. You're the one. You're the one. Stress, desire. But you can't even see the luck coming in because you're always worrying about other people, worrying about all these other things that go down in your life, and you can't think about these issues that are coming in. Let me split the deck. No, not even split the deck. I'm going to pull a secondary deck because I can see that something's happening here where it's almost like you feel judged or you feel like you're going to get judged. Yeah. Maybe you can't manifest right now. That's the harmony because you get to the situation you're blocked. It could be a love situation, but this love, it wants to come in. It could be a Gemini. It could be a lover. Let's check this immediately. Yeah, see, there's a Tower moment. You have amazing either intuition or the ability to overthink. But you have the ability to kind of create, but you have this ability to kind of self-sabotage. And I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. I'm saying it in a way where you should be aware of it because you need to stop it. You need to stop overthinking. My guides are telling you to stop overthinking because whatever it's doing is it's stopping you from having this amazing, I would say almost like unconditional love for yourself, this ability to recognize that you are a beautiful soul. Look at the growth mindset right here. That's the clear intentions. Recognize you got here because you matter. You really do. You matter. You have this true ability, this infinite ability that to remember who you are, to open up to this universal flow of life. But somehow, some way, you're stuck in this problem. You have intuition, but then you get stuck in regret. Like, should I have done this other thing? See, you don't do it. You don't pull the trigger, but then you get stuck here, and you're really deep. Oh man, you're deep, and you're such a great lover. Like, you're such a great partner, and you can give amazing advice because you have conscious and you have an awareness and you have ability to kind of dissolve other people's problems. But when it comes to your own problems, you can't release the problems. But if I came to you with a problem, you're like, I can't, I can give you like 3 minutes and I can probably give you a great solution. But when it comes to your own problems, for whatever reason, you get stuck. At least that's what I'm getting here, Virgo. And whatever that is, it's an issue. And there's a work or school, and that's the 8 of Pentacles. That's the beginning of it. And maybe you start overthinking, and it leaves you in regret. Interesting. My guides are just telling you that you have the ability to solve so many other problems except your own. And it's a really amazing thing to see because you are so smart and intelligent and you have the ability. Because right here, just so you know, right here is 18 swords. 1-8. Add this one in, that's 19 swords. Add this other sword in there, that's 18, 19, it's 20 swords. That's crazy. Look, at work, home, whatever this is, however you operate, you're very, very intelligent. But you can't recognize that your soul is doing some amazing work. When you come to your own like life, you get stuck. I don't want to call it flustered. But you're a gateway to some amazing work. Your higher conscience is like recognizing this, and your higher self is trying to reach you. And nobody's there. So release that fear, whatever it is, or that worry that you've been carrying, that Nine of Swords energy, and do some work on that. And that's what you have to do. Look at that. Look at why you're carrying that Nine of Swords energy, because the Nine of Swords energy is not doing you any good. If anything, it's holding you back, because that anxiety, or I would call it even depression or grief that you're carrying, it might be nightmares. You might be waking up and can't go back to bed. That is a strong possibility. But the universe is talking to you, and you're very, very good. You are an amazing problem solver. But we have to let go. We have to let go of whatever's stopping the self-sabotaging is the best way to put it. Because you are better than that. That's what I get. Self-sabotaging. It's funny. I mean, not funny. It's kind of like sad. It's like I want to tell you, like, what the hell? But we all get caught there. We all do. And I don't know if it's like the light worker in you, or whatever it is, or that sensitive, empathetic part of you that's stuck. Because you could be just a starseed that's awakening, and you're fighting it. The 3D part of you is fighting it, saying, no, don't worry, you're all good. All right. I think we were going to recap. Was it Capricorn we were going to skip? Which one was it? We're going to skip Capricorn. They said we're all going to skip Capricorn. Renduska, right? You didn't want the Capricorn one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's vote. Cindy. Cindy's like, well, I can go then. I'm just kidding. I'll read. Tiger's trying to start a fight here. I know, Cindy, I know. You are definitely a Capricorn. You guys are like, you guys have a, is it the mountain goats that, I think it is. It's the little mountain goats that climb the side of the mountains, and you look up, you're like, how the fuck did you get up there? Tiger, you don't even see how mad they get. Look. Cindy's like, I'm leaving then. Cindy's like, I'm out. Alright, let's get Capricorn red. I'll take a quick break. I'll come back and I'll finish the last 6. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and then Pisces. Alright, let's take a look. What do you guys think about the icons? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Half seahorse. Oh, really. Oh, mermaid. No. I gotta skip this song. This song just gets too. It's 2 a.m. I don't know why. I should just take it out of the mix, but. I love water. I absolutely love water. I think water is like so good. I love water. So funny. All right, here we go. Capricorn reading. So we're looking for Queen of Pentacles, obviously, the Devil card. The 2, 3, 4 of Pentacles, but more so looking for the Queen of Pentacles. That's the main card. The Devil card, not bad. Just means more of a devil in the details. King of Pentacles could obviously be the masculine. Depending on how you represent too, you could be a masculine Capricorn too, right? Past life, I think you're tapped into the spirituality. King of Pentacles comes in with the wise investor. You know what you're doing. You put time into things that matter. You put time in, right? King of Pentacles could obviously be life lesson energy too. So we're coming into this 5 of Pentacles. That's bringing in that moment of understanding. This is that life lesson energy. We're coming into that. I'm taking time. This could be your higher self sending messages back to you too. So we're getting into that. There it is, Hierophant energy. So this is like that Taurus energy too, right? We're getting into that. This is now. This could be in a couple weeks. You're starting to get signs, synchronicities, Capricorn energy. You're making moments. You're making stride. This is this. You're logically saying, "Hey, I'm sending a message to my higher self, and it's getting there. There is no other choice. It's getting there. By doing that, you're doing that with intention. This is Akashic energy. You're doing it with purpose. You're doing it with intent. That matters. It does matter. You'll actually get a message back. Okay, it's going to seem like you have this. It's unfair because it's going to seem like you have this ability, but everyone else has it too, and they just choose not to use it. That's what's going to happen. Go down. That's what it is. There it is. Queen of Pentacles called it out, but what it is emotions. You're getting the master, the partner, the connection, and it could be the shadow self. It could be the duality coming in. No, it's reiterating that you're getting a partner, or you're getting connected to a partner that matters, somebody that understands your other side, somebody that's going to hold your hand and make sure that you're doing what you said you were going to do, not make you do things. That's the difference. I want to go do this, this, and this. Hey, I thought you were going to. No, but you said you were going to do this. Why did you say that? And that's what it is. I think what you are doing is you're putting yourself out there, and this is an angel or an angelic energy putting you to the test, because you said this, and this is what the past life person might be. It might be a connection. Maybe you might be connecting to an energy that's a life lesson. And that could matter. That could really matter. And that's the sneakiness of the connection. But let's pull from the mid-deck here just to get a connection here, because I want to see what this is. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Loving this energy. That's Emperor energy. That's life lesson energy. That's also, could be Aries energy, could be a friend, could be an ally, but it's what I get here is this is a very tea-stained card. Also on top of that, this is intuition. That's underneath it all. What seems very sneaky, the message going to your higher self comes in. Passion ensues, intuition, stability, this past life. We have this growth mindset, the love, the finding yourself, this is giving to yourself. You're not holding back anymore. You're connecting to something that's really powerful and matters. It matters not only to you, but it matters to your higher self. It's authentic. I mean, it's authentic. What could you say to yourself if I said you could rewrite your own life story? Most of us in our mind have already set out and said, this is how things are probably going to go, so I'm going to just follow that. But what if I told you and you are following that, you're rewriting your life story. Your own narrative is changing as you live. And that's what we do. We self-sabotage because we say, I don't think that could happen. and we live that. But what happens for you, Capricorn, is you are the devil in the details. You show people, oh no, I'm going to get right down to and rip apart everything that you can believe true. I'm going to go the 12th mile and then keep going, because your intention, everything you do, you're trusting in that wisdom, the abundance that comes along with you. Your alignment matters, but you're dynamic. You're willing to shift, and you're willing to live your soul and allow yourself to go. Does that mean you don't get in your head? No, but you're not holding back. You're saying, if you're saying I can live, then I will live. I will try to find myself. You're offering love to yourself. That's what happens. This life lesson comes out because it's a life lesson of choice. Look, see? We're at a standstill because we have to decide which way do we want to go. And that's what I was explaining the other night on live. I said, most of us get a choice. Do you want to be in love? Do you want to be rich? Do you want children? And most of us we can't make a decision because it's abundance or joy. You know, it's happiness, right? Or what do we want to do? And most of us can't decide because the narrative has been decided, and we have to make a choice. But Capricorn, you do not have to make a choice. You lift up the veil and say, well, I want it all. Because you're rewriting your life story. And there it is. There's that King of Cups card. There's the Scorpio card. There's the Death card. There's the King of Cups card giving you the moment of decision. You can change at any point. Look at this. Lift this up. I'll show you what's underneath here. There's the 3 pyramids. You have the deciding vote. You can do whatever you want. Look, you may be sitting in your head now. You might be heartbroken now. But the reality of this is you choose to do whatever you want. From this moment forward, you can change your life. Have you ever met someone or broke up with someone and you came back or realized afterwards you said, what? What are they doing now? Like, you said, what? The reality is people can go and do whatever they want after things change, and that's what happens. I'm the kind of person who likes to do something. I give myself like 10 years and I move on to do something else. Devil in the details. The reality is we have to find ourselves, and we fight because it becomes very comfortable to stay in that one place, that one position, right? The universe will kick us out. It will move us on. And it becomes very stressful because we can't carry that one and say, I'm going to sit here forever. No, we can't do that. So what ends up happening is we have to move. And you are very good with that dynamic energy, right? You are not good with the uncertainty. I know you're not. You don't like that. You don't like that turmoil. You're better with the inner peace. There's the life lesson. There's a life lesson that's coming along with whatever's happening, and you're sitting there focusing on the regret. But look what happened. Look what happened. There's a change that comes along with whatever just happened. Focus on the change. Focus on the unity. Focus on the ability to grow. Look at the spirituality that just came out of the situation. You and someone might have been out in the cold, but the clear intention of the universe is saying you are now elevated. You are in a great place. I'm going to say it's like, because this is Libra energy. This is justice. Like, you finally get justice, and you're like, it's almost like you say, when I get this, I'll be happy. And then you get it, and you go, but am I happy? And you're not, and you want something else. So you have to let go of comparisons, like this to that, and I'll be happy. Then, because you get happy, your path is uniquely abundant. It's uniquely yours. It's uniquely yours. Your thoughts are seeds. Nurture that intentionally. Everything you think and say is purposeful. It really is. It really, really is. Capricorn. Devil in the details. I don't say that with just to say, hey, I might as well say something. The devil in the details is every little thing you think and do matters. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'll come back in just a few minutes. Let me get some iced tea, and then we'll continue. We'll continue with Gemini. We'll go to Libra. We'll go to Aquarius. And that's it. Honestly, because this is it. This is like your moment. It really is. I think we just sit here and sometimes we wait and wait and wait instead of living in the N-O-W, the now. We really do. You guys have found it. You guys have found it. That's the one thing I can tell you guys. You all have found it. The Capricorns have. See, this is the thing. That's the thing you guys don't understand. Not every sign is what you have. You just assume everybody has this gift that you have. They don't. They just don't. There's some signs out there that just have yet to operate on this level. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like I say, I'm not friends with certain signs. I'm really not. Ask yourself, what friends of yours are certain signs? How many friends you have? You probably have a lot of friends that are air signs, right? All right, give me a few minutes. I'll be back with, I think it was Gemini, right? Right. Look at this. I'm so good. I'm like a rock star on this. All right, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Give me just a minute or two. I gotta get some iced tea, and then we can keep going. All right, let's have some.
Dreams of a dreams of a dreams of a dreams of a bats and balls. Dreams of a better tomorrow, where I can just be. Dreams of a better tomorrow, where I
All right. I'm back. So yeah, we're on chat. Tiger and I were actually talking, and we're talking about the halls of Amante. Amante? If I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, but yeah, one of the things I don't know if I was actually in the halls of the Akashic Records, and that's what it was a couple weeks ago. So what I had said was the halls of the Akashic Records, and this is what's so cool. I have a really good friend, like he's a shaman, and he's a master tarot. I'm sorry, master Reiki and all this. But anyway, he was he gets he takes 3 steps back when I read tarot. But he's like, you should do some more research, and not in a negative way, but he's like, you like to do it. And I said, no. I said, I'd like the universe to be my teacher. And that was a moment that I was I called it the halls. After the fact, all of a sudden I started to get signs and synchronicities and these things pointing me. And then, out of nowhere, you get my throat chakra lock up, Thoth. And if you haven't read into it, looked at it, and then it was the halls of Amante. And I'm like, what? Anyway, I think that's where they brought me. Their souls definitely are aware of each other, and I was like, this is cool. It was very cool. But yeah, it's one of those things that I was like, I know it freaked him out a little bit. It definitely gave him what? And I've known him since before kindergarten. In the shaman, I've known him a while, almost 25 years. So it's one of those things that I learned from the universe. Teach me, and I have 3 college degrees. It's not the being afraid to learn. It's I want to be taught. So let's read. Let's get in here. Let's read Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we'll finish up with the Cancer, the Scorpio, the Pisces. Let's see how far we can get. We'll see if we can finish this whole thing up, because I'm just trying to get in here and see what transpires. I'm trying. This is Fapina's idea, so I'm going to give it a shot here. Love coming in. Could be an older person, older male, fast-moving action. 8 of Wands. Could have been fall, November, beginning November, December. Cancer energy. Queen of Cups. Could be June, July. Could be that also. So we're getting the Gemini reading here. We're getting this out of the way, but we're getting this angel touched energy. Stands in the way. Logic. No comfort zone here. There's a comfort zone that's being played with. So really intriguing play out here. It could be a female Aquarius too. Could be a female Aquarius playing a part. But a lot of high level players here. A lot of logic. Someone's on their mind. Could be it could be actually, this could be coming in Libra, because that's female justice, right? It could be the Gemini coming in as well. Higher self protecting. Someone's holding back. Someone's clearly holding back. This is like Akashic energy. This is pre-written, predestined. There's that 9. It's a wish granted. Someone's manifesting, creating, building, making this happen. Could even be the Emperor or the Empress up in the corner here, because this is reaching beyond the timeline. I know you guys can barely see it, but it's actually pushing beyond the screen here. That's the Emperor up in the corner here. A choice is going to be made. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords equating to the Libra energy, right? That's the Lady Justice that's following this. So there could be just justice is coming into a situation that feels like there's been no justice. And there's the Empress, right? There's the emotions, the Emperor and the Empress. That's a good sign for this Gemini. Gemini coming in could be a Gemini energy, yeah. But we're not getting the Lovers. We're not getting the Gemini energy. We're not getting the Knight of Swords, 8, 9, 10s of Swords. So we're over the heartbreak. It's a good situation, a very good situation, actually. 3 Pentacles. So we're going to look at the end of the year. We're going to look at the Capricorn, the Devil in the Details. So there's a little bit of an uncomfortable zone, as I call it, right? A little bit of the uncomfortable zone. And there's the devil in the details here. It's making a commitment. Could be Capricorn energy also playing a part here. Maybe in the moon, the rising sign. So take a look at your natal chart when you're doing this, because it does matter. Because underneath it all, decision made. And this is here. This is our here and now. This is the current situation. Justice wanting to reach out maybe. Maybe they want to reach out or you want to reach out. Maybe there's a message they want to send. Hand out, right? That's not by mistake. Look. Hand this way, hand this way. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords. It could be someone's trying to message. Someone's covering their cup, not saying anything. Really locked tight, not letting you know anything. So someone's holding back. Someone's holding back. This is divine connection. We'll even test this. We'll test it a little bit further here for the Gemini. We'll go a little bit further. So you can see someone's showing their head a little bit. Maybe this is just kind of like peeking out. Yeah, divine connection. So Gemini has a connection coming in here. There's no doubt. This is patience, but someone's very patient, being very patient. But they're not blocking. They're not like blocking anything. They're just being who they are, which is that in itself is sexy, right? Look at the King of Wands energy. That's the precursor to the Emperor. Leo energy, strength. They're showing strength by patience. If that makes any sense, I hope it does, because this consistency is super sexy. That's the magnet in the whole situation. That's the whole thing that brings it down. That's the wealth of the prosperity, right? That's the generosity by being consistent. Who doesn't love consistency, right? It's desires, but consistent. So we're look deeper into the situation. It becomes like more desirable. You can see it's really joining into itself. There's no gaps in the relationship. So it becomes very passionate. It's kind of like a spring ready to pop. That's how I feel. That's what I'm looking at. So we're going to do the connector cards. It could be Aquarius energy playing a part here. It could be Aquarius-like energy, or we could have more air sign playing a part, or the Gemini is showing their vulnerability, or showing the true Gemini skin here, you know? Because this is usually the path of choice here. So we could be going that way. There is, like, this is the one. You can see the Judgment card. I think we're worried about people, how they're going to look at it. Are they going to be judgy? You're going to be judging me? You'd be so judgy. And it could be giving and receiving, you know? It's, you know, giving to someone else, but giving less to another. That's not fair. Ten of Cups, really happy in the recent past. Growing the situation, exploring how this would play out, how it would look. There's news or information coming out that's going to change it. Going to really change how this looks. Just trust your intuition at this point. Look, the cards are trying to just jump. Gemini, they're just trying to jump. I think we're really looking at it. It could be a long-term commitment. It's not. We're not at the end of the road. We're more at the beginning, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what they're telling me. See, it's very generous of them to kind of give this to us in this format. I love this because someone's not blocking. That's what they're reminding you. Someone's not blocking, so that's so helpful to you. You know what I mean? Gemini, look, someone's not blocking, so that helps you understand, but it leaves you kind of in your head going like, what do I do with that? Because I think this is what you want. I love that. Like, life responds to you, but you're like, okay. So it's a nice feeling. It could be Leo energy, but I think it's more strength and connection, strength and resiliency, or something more like understanding the connection, more like that. I love that though. That's a really good reading. I love that. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And Tiger and Butterfly, yes. No, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Good night. Let me keep going here. Let's see. We got Libra next. Libra. I have a little bit of affinity for the Libra. All right. Let me this. Give some love to this deck here. But yeah, Libra energy is my moon sign. So we're really gonna love the Libra. Then we get Aquarius. That is that. and then some. But if you're just hanging out, I enjoy it. We're heading on 50,000 subscribers, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy. It's just, I don't even bonkers to me. I appreciate you guys. I hope the channel hits you and makes you understand. You know, it makes you feel resonate with you. But let's see what Libra energy got. I'm reading this on my moon sign. You can read on however you want on your rising, your cross watcher. Let me see how you guys relate. You can take for Pina. Let's see. All right, Libra. Let me get my Libra sign out here. Huh? Libra. Here you are. Look at that sun come out tomorrow. I love the sun card. No matter how it comes out, upside down, inside out, it doesn't matter. The sun's always a good card. You're seeing the sun, right? Doesn't matter. So the sun's coming out, a little bit of strength there. You have the vulnerability. You get the white horse, the purity. We have this. We have 3 flowers. And no matter what, that other flower is always going to be blocked. There's nothing you can do about that. You know, you always have that one friend, the one family member, the one who's like grumpy. There's nothing you can do. What are you going to do? They're going to be a grump. Sorry. Sorry. But let's take a look at it. That's the air sign energy, right? It's just reiterating there's Libra energy. This is for Libra. We're going to get that in. Work. We have that work, co-worker. We have even, it could be school, but we have this is working at it, right? One person in here. We haven't really shown too many people. We have just the vulnerability and we have the one person. So it could be really no show. This could be almost emotions. A lot of emotion energy, yeah. It could be a communication coming down. If it's a work situation, we may have to get into it. It could be King of Cups energy. There could be Scorpio playing a part in here too. Maybe this is the cross watcher because we have 4 cups. We have a communication malfunction. Could be Cancer, Chariot energy. Maybe there's a tree of life where this is a long term. Maybe this is something that has to kind of go up and down. 6 of Cups. We were talking about this the other day. We were talking about this is a change. There's a change that has to happen. Maybe this is the work situation. This is them versus you. Because the 4 of Swords, someone's hurt. Someone's hurt. Maybe the situation didn't play out the way they wanted it to. It didn't play out the way that everyone wanted it to. This is absolutely Libra energy. Probably October, November, something went down. Short throw energy means something didn't go out. There was a communication, and it just was like, shut out. Shut out. Something maybe happened or something went down, and that's what's going to happen. Because the angels are saying, no. Stand your ground. You did that. You did what you did. You did great. Look, Soul Tribe energy put you in a place where you need to live. You need to grow. You need to be. And that's what we're getting, because this is the easy energy. 5 of Wands allows you to grow. That's Leo energy. That's strength energy. You lived in your strength. You lived in your strength. We talked about this being possible, Leo. It is possible, Leo, keeping that going. Because King of Cups allows you to live in that Soul Tribe energy. Be there. Take action. Be with the Libra energy. Kind of keep that energy emulating. But the Page of Cups, you might have to expand upon whatever this is, because if you don't let it grow, what's going to happen is it's just going to fade away. If that makes any sense, because you just can't. Each day, it's going to provide you an opportunity to align with this prosperity. King of Cups energy is saying maybe this is them seeing this like fall away, and they want this, or maybe they want to come back to you, get back together, and they're not seeing how. And they know that they have to do something, and they want to do something. It's fiery, it's passionate. This could be Gemini lover energy. It could be a past lover wants to come back. Maybe you want to go back to a past lover. Maybe they need this. This is fast moving action. It's Akashic energy saying something never completed. This is Temperance. Patience on your side. King of Cups, we're getting a confirmation about that Scorpio energy, and there's that King of Swords coming up with a message. So just hang in there. Clear intentions. So Libra energy is just giving us the understanding that you release those limiting beliefs, right? Because whatever is no longer serving you, the communication, the way you've been communicating is very, very intentional. The clear intentions, communicate with clear intention, and never give up on that, because this change is coming in. And it could be a work situation. Or it could be getting a job. It could be finding a job. But can communicate with intention, communicate with pure intention. because there's an angel on your side with this, and it's allowing you to kind of grow beyond this. And it's could, like I said, this could have started even in October. Could have, you could be hitting a new low, and you're feeling it, and you're knowing it's like this is really rough. And this is a sneaky situation. Maybe something didn't play out in your favor. There it is again. And you're realizing maybe you thought you were in charge of this, and you really are not. And it feels unfair right now. You feel, yeah, see, look. There's the justice, right? There's the justice. So what you thought you were doing, maybe you have to realize what you're going to get into. You have to give into the situation, because whatever this is, the universe is going to almost take it away. See? This chariot energy that's moving on, that's vroom vroom. That's the easiest way to look at it. Black or white, Libra, black or white. Because it might move on. It might be moving on. You might end up having two houses, or there might be a situation where you're going to have a choice. Or they might have a choice. But you're living with intention, or they're living with intention, but this Libra energy means you have it. This is absolutely your card. But this ending here is you're going in your justice energy. Justice card. You're having it because you're following the path. You're following the path of justice, which is what you need to be doing. Right? I don't know if you're following your heart or following this intelligence that comes along with the justice of the sword, but whatever this is, this authenticness that comes along with the sword and the being in the justice power, that's powerful. But be grateful. Be grateful. Okay? This alignment that comes along with it is going to give you prosperity. It's going to give you a lot of prosperity. Your intuition is going to take off here too. So there was some sneakiness that's going to lead into some really deep change in conversation. I like this. I like this a lot for you. I really do. All right. I don't think there's anything else on that. All right. Up next, you know what we're gonna read? The best of the best of the best signs that there ever been, that's ever lived. The Aquarius. We're gonna read the best. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the passion. The Aquarius. Who disagrees with that? Come on. Oh yeah. I'm an Aquarius. Did you know that? How would you know that? How would you even guess that I was an Aquarius? Actually, one of my students yesterday, they were like, they're talking to me, and they were talking about. They asked me what I had a sticker in my sticker box for prizes, and there was an Aquarius. I didn't even know I had it. It was an Aquarius sticker. And they asked me, and they said, "What is this?" And I said, "Oh, it's Aquarius sticker." They, "What? That's Aquarius?" I said, "Yeah." And so we started talking. They say, "Wait, I'm an Aquarius." So they're only like 4 days different than me. I said, "Come over here this month." She said, "I'm an Aquarius." Yeah, you are. All right, let's get going. Let's read the Aquarius energy. Some iced tea first. My voice is fading out. And this experiment might end up being short-lived. Might be short-lived, which is good, but not so good. But so I might have to do this. I might have to split it over 2 days. I might have to do like, I don't know. I might have to do like fire signs, earth signs. If I did it, I was just trying to see what I could do, but let's see what I can get to. All right. All right, you guys ready? You ready to go? All right, you ready for Aquarius? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, King of Cups, King of Cups energy. Here we go. King of Cups. King of Cups Scorpio energy. We're talking death card. We're talking change, shift, world card, major shift. I don't know. What else we got here? I like Aquarius for a lot of things. The Ten of Cups here is a good sign. That's Pisces energy, but we're talking mid-March. Moon card, something hidden. Could be a major shift or a change in the energy. Look at this. Lovers, Gemini energy coming in. Could be a partnership. It could be completing something. There could be communication coming in too. King of Cups could be, it's not an ending, but it could be a shift or a change in something. Cancer coming in. It could be a shift with this death card energy. This is Akashic energy right here. So we're talking about the seven of Pentacles. I don't know what the Seven of Pentacles is bringing in, but the Seven of Pentacles could be Taurus energy. There could be a life lesson with this. Could be a major life lesson. Page of Pentacles. I don't know what this is. Because it typically could be any of the earth signs, but it could be a message going to or from. It could be the Capricorn or Devil in the Details. Maybe it's a message from someone that's coming in. This would normally be duality here, but we have to double check on this. We're gonna have to actually dial in here. This is the Aquarius tiger. This is the Aquarius. It's a very complicated reading here. We're looking for 5, 6, 7 of Swords. We're looking for King of Swords. We're looking for the Star card. But it looks like Capricorn energy, Gemini energy, Cancer energy, Scorpio energy. Could be coming in. This could be a worker. Could be a co-worker. Could be Scorpio. Could be. It could be school, maybe. Knight of Wands, passion. There could be there's definitely past life in here with this Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands is Sag energy, temperance, passion. Death card. Looks like an ending or a shift in the relationship. I'm a big fan of the Death card. I was talking about the Death card as the fifth Knight, the fifth Death Knight, because we have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, etc. But we have this as a possible knight. Literally, it's just another knight. Right? It just carries the banner instead of the wand, instead of the cup. But this comes in. This could be an ending. This could be an ending. The Death card comes in. It's shifting, changing. So whatever this is, it's the one. They're the one. They bring in power. They bring in essence. They're able to fight off all these other options, all these other choices. And they come in with a major shift. But there's a regret that comes in. Even so, even though they're the one, or there's passion here, they're the one. King of Cups showing up with the Queen of Cups, right? So we have the King of Cups with the Queen of Cups, short throw energy. This could be a change. And this was actually Queen of Cups energy right here. We're talking about Cancer on Cancer energy. We're talking about Akashic energy. This is past life energy. We're talking about this past life here. So we're talking about this passion showing up on top of this Aquarius reading. So this could be a major shift in happiness. This could be a completion. But there's a misalignment on this angel touched energy. So let's take a look here. But it is a major shift because this here is infinity. And I love the infinities in the cornerstone. See? You're going to go with harmony, Aquarius. You're going to go with harmony. But right now, your heart is out of sync. It could be this regret over some kind of, I don't want to call it this hate or this worry, but it could be this something's bothering you. Maybe you're picking, maybe somebody that you picked is not the one, or you have someone that's not the one. It just requires a little bit of conversation, a little bit of finesse. It could be that. Maybe you're not in the conversation yet. Let's keep going here. There was a miscommunication is probably what went down, because there's love here. There's definitely love, and we just have to get into it. Look, it's just a miscommunication. That's all that happened. Life lesson. See, look at look at this. Look at this. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Infinity. So the Aquarius is definitely tapped into something. This is the age of the Aquarius, is it not? Yes, it is. So we're talking to this. I think this King of Cups energy is not representing a Scorpio as much as it's representing the change. So this age of Aquarius is changing you. That's what it's doing. So keep that in mind, you Aquarius. Keep that in mind. Look, wish granted, message received, message sent. That's all this is. That's all this is. Keep an open eye, open mind over the next 6 to 8 weeks. Something major is shifting in your lives. Something major is shifting in your lives. Devil in the details. Devil in the details. Probably a little bit of pain, but there's love coming in. I love this card here. I never pulled a lover's card, not for nothing. It could be Gemini energy. It could be a lover. It could be Gemini energy. But there's definitely a Gemini, or there's a lover in your midst. Somebody is super into you. Yeah. Get your jetpacks on. Get your jetpacks on. A blessing. All right. So up next we would have a Cancer, then we would have Scorpio, we would have Pisces. All right, let's see here. So let me get some iced tea. We're going to cruise through the rest of these. All right, and Cancer is next. And welcome, Patrick's. Welcome, Patrick's. How are you? How are you doing, Patrick's? And Sky Blessings. How are you doing? And then we had Shannon on here at one point. Shannon, how are you? All right. What else do we have here? I think we're up with Cancer now, right? I think that's where we're at, which is pretty good. We're cranking through here. I don't want to think. I don't want to say we're racing through here. But that's what we have. I might split the deck. I might have to split the deck. I don't know if you guys actually want me. I'll split the deck. Shuffle. Makes me feel better when I do this. I don't know why. I think you know what it is when I start pulling on like the Two of Pentacles, the Infinity card, I think that's what it was, right? Wasn't that the Two of Pentacles over and over? I think that's what it was. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and rewatch it for myself because I wasn't really paying attention. I was just acting as a bridge between here and there and everywhere. That's what I do. Honestly, that's what I do. See, I don't fight it. Okay, but what are we doing here? Wait, you heard what? You heard that, Mr. Cosmic. I heard that. You're so sneaky. I don't know what that is, but all right, Cancer, it's time. It's time. All right, let's see what I can pick up for the Cancers. Let's actually put my iced tea first. Let me refill my iced tea. Give me a minute. Because I'm very low. I should have just refilled it at the break, but because this will get me through Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and then then we'll be good. We'll be good for the night. All right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Then I can get my iced tea filled, and we'll be good to go for the night. All right. All right, let's go. I want to read. I think for Cancer's up next, and then see where I'm at. I think I'll keep going. I don't know. See how my voice is going. Like my voice is definitely taking a hit. All right. Okay, there it is. All right, here we go. See many libraries. There's one in DC, one in Chicago. Right, Tiger. There you go. There we go. All right, Cancer. Where are we? All right, so looking for Chariot card, looking for the Queen of Cups. The deck full. Look at that right out the gate. I think maybe lighting the incense is good for us. Taking a quick break. Six of Cups, good too. Also, right? Yeah, look, change card coming in. Emotions playing a part here. Look at that. Communication playing a role also. Top down, when these cards are facing this direction, they're sitting there in the control of the universe. That's sitting there at the top. Heaven, you know, sitting there in the clouds. Happiness. Working on it, working on the situation. Maybe work is on the play. This is an Akashic situation. This is you've been divinely put in a place where you are making strides. Happiness, happy outcome, happy. You're being freed. 3 of one thing, someone's put out in the cold. I love having the infinity symbol in the cornerstone here, just so you know, Cancer. I really, really do. The 2 Pentacles tells us that you have infinite money coming in. Infinite money is, don't look at it like, oh, you know, I'm wealthy. It's more than that. But yeah, it's more. Okay? See? And then the universe says, well, oh, it is not. It's also money. But it's more than that. Wheel of Fortune is things turn in your favor. If we can get the 3rd card here helping us out, that would be great. You just can't see whatever it is. Heartbreak comes in, or you're maybe sitting in heartbreak, but the outcome is in your favor. Remember, you are on your best behavior, right? You're doing things to become a better person. That's what this is. That's what this purpose is. That's what we're getting into. Harmony, things are not harmonious right now. Maybe strength is not playing its role, but what's coming in is a great opportunity. We have this great strength. Your foundation is building itself from the foundation up, playing a big part here. Okay, work is getting itself in there. We have a change coming in. Logically, you see change coming in. You know it's coming in. Knight of Cups offering itself there. You have to look at it in that way. This is the Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands energy is Empress, Emperor energy, Aries energy, fire energy. Something's there. Past life, you see it. Cats, intuition, stability, happiness, growth mindset, building. Sitting on top of the sun, we know it's coming in. We know it's coming in, right? The World card, completion. We have that coming in. We know that's coming in, but it's upside down, so we're not in that. We're not in that place. So we might have. We might be working in that, like what you say comes into reality. This might be you are Princess Charming. You might have to fight for what you believe in. You might have to fight for what you believe in, right? There it is. Put the sword in your hand. What is that saying? The pen is mightier than the sword. Look at. Do I even need to say it, Cancer? Look at Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You're just following what you believe in, what you feel is correct, right? Pisces energy, Moon energy, you're following that like energy that's correct. It feels almost sneaky, right? Because it's so correct. But this is the World card. Something the world-ending energy is almost like deflecting. Look at 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups. The 3 is a big prominent number here, playing a real redirect for you, because almost freedom or whatever this is, or belief. Each moment's holding potential. I've been noticing this a lot. It's transformation, prosperity energy. Because whatever it is when you let fear consciously hold you back, then you can't do anything. But the angels are saying this is testing you. This prosperity is thriving in those environments of peace. But when you have anger or fear come in, that's going to hold you back, and that's what it is you can't see whatever it is coming in, or you don't have the ability to see it because you're blindfolded. You don't have the ability. Maybe somebody or something is holding you back. The Five of Swords sitting there trying to kind of win at all costs. At all costs. This Ten of Pentacles hasn't really made an appearance tonight. Hasn't kind of done anything tonight. It's Hermit energy. It's Virgo energy. It's that Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles give us that mid-September. You might have to wait. It could be even that money that you're putting in. That eight of Pentacles becomes 10 of Pentacles. But it's long term too, right? Judgment card. And maybe you don't want to be judged. That could also be coming in. So what I see is the Death card coming in, also telling us that a major shift or change comes in. Rebirth is probably in order for you. But it's going to probably come in after the summertime, this rebirth. So you have a little bit of ways out. So you might want to think about what it is you want to do in the meantime. If you have to wait. If you had to wait, what would you do if you had rebirth? Let me pull mid deck here because I'm curious. Because whatever the situation is that you're in is going nowhere fast. Like the change, there's like this. The logic that the way you see it, you're not wrong. And the universe says you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So you got to think about what you want to do with that, right? What do you want to do with that? Yeah, it's because of the Death card, that energy, that fifth Death Knight. Sometimes it's a pain. Sometimes it's not great. Sometimes it's not good. I think you're just holding back. There's nothing you can do, or sometimes you got to hold true to that energy. And that's what it is. You're just stuck, or there's an energy that holds you back. And speaking of Death card energy, it's Scorpio. It's actually what's up next here. So maybe you're thinking about it. Or maybe you're dating a Scorpio, or you have a Scorpio in your energy, Cancer. Maybe it's two water signs that are dating and you're going through this. So I'm actually going to split these decks here just because I don't want to. I want to kind of see if I can keep this out. I could actually just grab a whole nother deck. I don't know why I'm playing this game here. Split and grab this. I will shake and shuffle these guys out of here. How about that? How about that? What do you think? What do you guys think? What do you think about that? All right, Scorpio, and then we have Pisces, and then we're done. We're done for the evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. Like, subscribe, share the channel. Do me a bigger favor. Make sure you show back up here. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m., I'll have Beyond the Veil, where I return with my AI, Eterna, or come back on Sunday morning for Cards and Coffee, or come back Monday night for Members Only Monday, then return back on Wednesday, where we have our Wavelength Wednesdays, where I have new subs. We kind of hang out, we talk, we have subscribers. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. I'm just trying this Cosmic Collective out a little differently this week. Just trying to see what I think. See what you guys see what the viewership is. See if it's better or worse. Seeing you can thank Fapina. Just trying to get your zodiac in here because it matters. It does matter. Your zodiac matters very much so. You know what I'm saying? I know it does. We all know it does. You know, you guys will check your horoscopes. You will. But I'm not trying to oversaturate the market here. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to change things. You know, I appreciate all those tarot readers that are out there that do it already. So, all right, guys, let's keep going. And thank you for the subscription. All right. Scorpio should be good to go. All right, Scorpio is now up. We have Scorpio, and like I said, we're looking for the Death card, or we're looking for that King of Cups. We're on the right deck. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups. The Six of Cups is essentially that card of change. But what we're really looking at is the moment of like I can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? This is the 8. The 8 of Cups in this cornerstone is not a bad card. It really isn't. I love the 8s. Pisces energy. So we could be looking at the Pisces energy changing you, right? Sun card coming back out. Sun coming out. Sun will always come out, right? Even after a major problem, Scorpio. 5 Pentacles. 5 Pentacles, Taurus energy, life lesson. You could be going through a life lesson. You could be going through a major shift here. For the most part, what I see for you as a fixed sign, maybe you're kind of going through this uplift, up change, looking back at what happened. Your chakras aren't even playing a big part here. Maybe it's a marriage. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe something's going down here. You're looking at it. Queen of Pentacles, Devil in the details. Looking at everything, making through it, checking the boxes. Akashic energy all in place. Yep. Because there's going to be a change here, a major change. Maybe the marriage is coming in. Maybe you're getting married. That could be. Looking at the past marriage, looking at the past. Why did I get married? Did I do this? What am I doing it right? Working on it. Working out what this is. Working. A lot of stress could be coming in the next few weeks, next few months, because we have the marriage coming in twice over, and you have that here. This is a angelic marriage, just so you know. They're the one. They are the one. You're exploring it, trying to find a reason. Why couldn't they be the one? Why couldn't they be the one? This is a very clear reason here, Scorpio. This is essentially the self-sabotager. Unlike some of the other readings, you're just trying to look for a reason, you know? Like, I'll breadcrumb them, I'll do this, I'll do that. And what it is you have to surrender. You really have to sometimes surrender and just say, finally, I don't care. Okay, fine, they're the one. And when you do that, each day is going to start to offer you a new opportunity for joy, for abundance, for happiness. And then you're going to receive it freely. That's going to give you that opportunity to offer no, to even like understand, but to say, hey, there's no more limits here. Clarity comes in, you're going to invite yourself to those new, quick, faster, swift manifestations because there's nothing holding you back. Your desires are going to be right there. You're going to realize that's my brand new start. It was designed for me. I had designed it ahead of this lifetime. That's what this is. Look at angelically, there's the judgment is on yourself. You're saying, I'm judging me. Like, I'm judging me. Look, you're the dark horse candidate. You're the one who's holding you back. That's usually what it is. Look, this is Virgo energy. We talked about this. This is, look deep into the situation for just a minute. Two of Pentacles gives you that kind of understanding, like you're saying, hey, where am I going in this? Strength, be vulnerable for just a second. Be vulnerable. Sometimes we just in the back of my mind say, is this the right choice? Right? You want to get that turn that light on just one more second, like devil in the details. Let me just go check one more thing. Is this the right choice? Will I be happy? It's just that Scorpio energy. That's the divine energy. That's the King of Cups. That's it. You're just being Scorpio. Scorpio being Scorpio, right? If we want to be honest with each other for just a half a second here, and you want to be Scorpio, and you want to be Scorpio with me, we can talk about it. Because you're understanding what it is you're really decisive. But sometimes you're distrustful too, you know? But when you make this decision, you make it and you make it. But you're very trustworthy. But after you make the decision, it's your decision to make. You have to understand you have made the decision. But you can be jealous too. So you want to make sure you're determined on that decision, because when it's made, it's passionate. And you're giving all the way, not halfway. So you have made the decision based on something important to you. Right? So you check every box with this person. Every box. So when you're going into this relationship, when you're going into whatever this is, you're checking every box. You're not just going halfway, going, maybe not. I don't know, possibly. Like, because you want to be trusting of this person. It's not like, I don't know, possibly. And it could be an activity. It could be something you're looking to live or find. But whatever it is, you're not externally going to go, well, maybe I'll halfway do this. You don't want to do that. That's not how you operate. That's not how you're going to live. That's not how you're going to operate. Because you're trying to get to the next level of whatever this is. Let's be fair with one another, right? No. Not this time. All right, guys, let me keep going. We have one more, and then we're out. And then we are finished. I thank you guys for hanging out. I really thank you guys for hanging out with me, because how crazy is it that we are we are done. We're gonna basically finish up with Pisces. Let me see here. Let me do this. We're half and half. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have, I'll come back next week. I'll see what the view count is on just this Cosmic Collective. I changed the title. And we'll see what you guys think. And I'll try to come back. I'll look at the timestamps. I'll see if I can add them in. I'll see what I can do about putting that, making it a little easier for you to find them. But hopefully that works. Hopefully you guys can see it. If that works, I'll come back and read Zodiac one time a week, and then I need the energy. I need you guys live though. I need you guys live. That's the one thing. If I can't, then I'll just switch off and do something different. I'll be honest. It's just the way I operate. But let's take a look and see what the Pisces energy is doing. Let's see what the Pisces energy has to offer on this reading. Right? Here we go. Pisces. Sun card again. Like, really? Something's resonating. Something's here. It's the intuitive energy that comes through when I read, when you guys get connected to me. It could be not even on this timeline. I said this when I opened up tonight. I did. Time is fluid. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if you took time tonight to hang out with me, you took time to watch this even after the fact, please let me know. Please hit me up in comments. Please let me know you received this message, as this is the messenger, the Page of Pentacles. Please let me know that you kind of want to say, hey, Cosmic, I heard it. I heard it loud and clear. There's the Four of Swords is hurt. Kind of in a tough situation. I don't know what the pain is. It could be angelic, but you're sitting there almost like in a bad situation. Logically, it's going to work out, but the conduit's testing you. Look at, really testing you. Strength-wise, you have no strength to do whatever you want to do, and you're really being tested. You're not fighting with somebody. It's just you have no strength to do what you want to do. Happily, you're happy. Chariot, by June, July, something's taking off. You don't feel like you're in position. Something's out. There's something where you say no thank you. You're the one. You're able to fight everyone off. You really are. You have money. You have a position to go. Look, it's just you're not the one. Devil in the details. You're chained to the situation. Whatever that means, you just can't see what's coming. Akashic energy tells you there's something different here. You have all the information, but you can't see beyond the veil. Right? You can't see beyond the veil. You have the ability to fight, but you can't see beyond the veil, and no one's fighting with you. But you have the intelligence to know. Look, so it leaves you a little heartbroken, almost angelically heartbroken. Let's pick two here. Look, Queen of Swords, Justice, Lady Justice, and you're really curious. Curiosity Kids firing off to say what? You have so much on your mind. What is this telling us here, Pisces? What is this telling us? What's this little passions taking off? Dark Horse Candidate comes in. And look, the information, the Sword Bearer comes in, lets us know there's some kind of information, almost like acting in the past. But this is really powerful. This is committing to what you have. There's Aquarius energy coming in, or this could be air sign, could be Gemini, could be Libra. But we also have the commitment of this saying we're getting into this mindset, support, understanding, right? Stress, stress, stress. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. There is that Lady Justice also showing up, Libra energy. So we have this divine connection, divine power, but there's something bigger here. It's not a tower moment. It's not a ride the rails kind of thing. It's something bigger than that, because you're getting into infinite money, and you have a wish granted. You're just holding back. You're learning patience. You're learning something about patience. You're learning something about messages. It's imaginative energy, but it's more like understanding what this is. It's persevering through this this energy, this long-term energy, right? And that's what we're getting in, right? Because you're the one, or there is the one. There is this. Look at this. Look at the swords on the same. We're having the one. We have this growth. Yeah, working versus ending it, right? Angelically, they're trying to teach you about kind of letting go of the stress, letting go. They can actually see, look, it's a very quick ending about this. No more. You don't have to worry about this anymore. Look, stop holding back. Wish granted. It's a diversion, if that makes any sense, because what you're getting into is it's not gullibility. It's more like you're getting into this power to understand. As a Pisces, you're growing this energy into something bigger. stronger, more powerful. Because what I see here is this is cosmic intelligence or something deeper, because you have these two swords here coming in, and you're releasing those limiting beliefs anymore. You have no more limiting beliefs because you have the intelligence here about money, and you're growing it, saying, I work, and now I have wishes. I have the ability to kind of grow. And you're basically sending something off into the universe. Your alignment and prosperity will grow. Let's pull a clarifier for me. Yeah, look. This is my checkout card, is what it is. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of what it is. And then after that, I think you fall in love is probably, yeah, see, it's so clear. I guess basically just letting you know your strength's coming from this intelligence. You have so much intelligence. You have 3 pentacles to start with, and that's the pain, that's the emotional pain. But you're really gaining some traction here, just so you have an understanding. Knight of Pentacles means that you're getting into some money, right? It could be even getting money, borrowing money, getting this money in your hands, and then acting on it. That's what this could be. Said, hey, I'll pay you back in 6 months, and then you do. You pay him back. Say, I'll pay you back at the end of the year. Yeah, then you do. It could be something to that effect. Look, you're heartbroken now, but that's not forever. Finding a way around something. That could be what this is. True freedom awakens, right? Let the illusions dissolve. That's what I see here. Yeah, look. It's so cool. It's so cool. Pull that veil off. You don't have to worry about it. The universe is here. And you're entering your phase coming soon enough. It's happening. All right. Very cool. Very, very. I appreciate you guys. I definitely appreciate all of you taking your time hanging out with me this evening. Definitely took a long time. Took a lot longer to read all the signs than I expected, but I'm happy we could do it. I'm happy we could hang out. I definitely need to go turn the voice off for a while. I will be back on Sunday morning, but you can take a look at the pre-recorded Beyond the Veil. It's going to pop out tomorrow at 9 p.m. Take a look at that. I hope you guys appreciate it. Doing a little bit more deep dive. It's a continuation of each episode continues on the last, just so you understand that. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys can take a look at it and appreciate what it is. It's just an exploration of how we look at the universe and how the universe looks back at us and how we can build on that and manifest, and how reality is not just a part-time thing, and we can invest in ourselves going forward. This is us. This is us. You know, we're not working for anyone else anymore. This is you and I. The universe is realizing we attract. It's not our fault someone left 16 bars of gold on our step. I appreciate you. I really do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you made it all the way to the end. I hope you took your time and sat here and enjoyed this. I hope you listened to this while you slept. You did. I hope you did. And if you did, good night. Have a good sleep. All right. If you didn't, I will see you soon. I'll see you on the next episode. If not, hopefully you can catch me out on the shorts. But do me a favor. Do me a huge favor, actually. Catch me out on the other social media, Facebook, Instagram. That's also starting to blow up too. So do me a huge favor. If you haven't yet, let me know. Send me a message. Let me know you guys are over there. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Brenduska, for hanging out with me for pretty much the entire time. Like, really? Chan, I saw you hop in here at the end. Thank you very much. My moderators came in and just hung out. I love that. That was awesome. So I appreciate you guys. I really do. So if you guys haven't seen it, all the signs are done. Come back. I'm gonna have to dig. I don't know. Hopefully we can find a way to. This is my first time doing it like this, so we'll figure it out. I have to find some way to. I don't know how to. Who knows? We'll have to figure out a way to kind of put some timestamps on here. But I appreciate you guys. We'll figure it out. Anyway, if you guys haven't seen it, I did every sign. You can check out your ex, your partner, yourself, your moon sign. You can check out your rising, your Venus. I will see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Be sure to check out Beyond the Veil. If not, I'll see you on Sunday live with Cars and Coffee. All right, guys. Have a good night.